Ever picked up your phone to check one thing and looked up 40 minutes later with no idea where the time went? Yep, that happens to a lot of us, and it's called doom scrolling. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why that happens and 5 things you can actually do tonight to stop it. So let's dive into what's actually going on in your brain when this happens. And let's break this cycle together. A slot machine doesn't need you to expect a loss. It just needs you to not know which pull is the win. You know a win is coming eventually. You just don't know if it's this pull, or the next one, or the one after that. So you keep pulling. That's doom scrolling. You know a genuinely good post is coming eventually. You just don't know which scroll it's on. So you keep scrolling. You're not lacking self-control here. You're responding exactly the way any brain would to something built to keep pulling you back in. Every scroll is a small pull of that lever, and every pull triggers a tiny dopamine spike in your brain, whether or not the post was actually worth it. Your brain doesn't know if the next post will be boring or brilliant. And that not knowing is the whole trick. It's what scientists call a variable reward, the same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. If every post were exactly as interesting as the last one, you'd stop scrolling pretty quickly. It's the unpredictability chasing that dopamine hit that keeps your thumb moving, not the content itself. But that alone doesn't explain why it's always your phone you reach for the moment you're bored, or anxious, or sitting alone with your thoughts. Scrolling isn't only about chasing the next hit. Sometimes it's about running from something. An awkward silence, a decision you've been putting off. So how do you actually stop doom scrolling? The answer isn't just stop scrolling. That's like telling someone craving ice cream to simply not eat ice cream. The craving doesn't go away, it just gets louder. The real fix is giving your brain what it's actually reaching for, just in a way that doesn't leave you feeling emptier than before. Here's how. Step 1. Put your phone somewhere that takes a little effort to reach. Not on silent right next to you, somewhere in another room, or across the space you're sitting in right now. You're not weak for losing to an algorithm designed by teams of psychologists and engineers to be irresistible. Distance just quietly takes the fight out of your hands. If you want one specific place to start, try charging your phone in the kitchen overnight instead of your nightstand. That one change alone cuts out a huge amount of before bed and first thing in the morning scrolling. 2. Turn off your notification badges. Those little red dots are one of the biggest triggers for just checking real quick. Remove them, and you remove a huge chunk of the pull. You can leave badges on for things like texts or calls if those actually matter to you. This is really about the social and news apps, the ones with badges designed purely to get you to open them, not to tell you something important. 3. Doom scrolling gets worse when your feed is full of content that spikes your anxiety. Go through and unfollow or mute a few accounts that consistently make you feel worse after scrolling. You don't have to unfollow everyone at once, and you don't even have to fully unfollow if that feels like too much. Muting works just as well. It clears the account from your feed without the social awkwardness of an unfollow. 4. Turn your screen to grayscale. Color is part of what keeps you pulled in more than you'd think. Most phones let you set this up as a quick shortcut, so you can switch it on for the evening without digging through settings every single time. 5. Before you unlock your phone, just name what you're actually feeling. Bored, anxious, avoiding something. Naming it, even quietly, breaks the automatic reach. It moves you out of pure impulse and into actually noticing what's going on. That phone isn't going to turn itself off, but you get to decide, tonight, to walk a few steps away from it. You don't need to do all 5 of these at once. Just pick one. Which one are you trying first? Drop in the comments. I actually want to know, and it might just be the push someone else scrolling past this needs to try it too.